Good morning, everyone. My name is Zion Virgil, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president for the Student Government Association here at Florida Southern College. Today, I'm joined with
Dr. Jeremy Martin.
All right, and we'll be getting into all things Florida Southern. So to start us off, Dr. Jeremy Martin, I wanted to know what drew you to lead here at Florida Southern College?
Well, I can answer in two ways. The first is from the outside when you're looking as a candidate, and the second is what I found here. So from the outside looking in, I think that you think about four things. It's purpose, programs, people, and place. And so the fact that we prepare students for lives of positive and consequential impact matters to me. That we do it through dynamic, engaged learning is beneficial as well, and of course the iconic setting in which we do it. So that's purpose. Programs, I like that Florida Southern has already moved from having a traditional liberal arts core, but recognizing that a comprehensive education, including professional programs, is what matters in preparing students all the way from admission to go from high school to a higher education and into the workforce. So that continuum was already embraced here was also very impressive to me. The third is people. You can think you know from afar. I watched a lot of YouTube videos and learning about how folks are here, but that's been the one thing that since I've come has been even more incredible than I could have imagined. People love it here. They're excited to be in this place, and so to wake up and spend your days with folks who are genuinely great people, it makes coming to work easy. And the last is place, and we're the original library, the Hollis Room, but this is an iconic campus, and to be engaged in residential education, you need to be in a place that residential students are going to want to come. And at the end of the day, for all the serenity and beauty on campus, there's still a water ski jump on the lake at the end of the day. This is a great place to live and work and learn.
I love that. All right, so second question. I know that you mentioned in our conversation prior that you were super involved at your former college. How do you think that your student leadership or involvement as a whole shaped your ability to lead here at FSC?
Well, when I was a student athlete, and so some of the greatest leadership training I got was in being a captain of that team. In fairness, and just so everybody knows, I did play small college basketball, not very well, so there are lessons on all sides of that. But you learn how to lead others when you're in a group like that. I had a number of people, coaches and administrators and faculty members who poured into me. It's yet another thing that I find exciting about Florida Southern is hearing the students talk about, hey, here's a faculty member who's really embraced in mentoring me, really engaged in mentoring me and those sorts of things. That was my experience, and so to find it still here is pretty great as well. And I think that because of our scale, there's greater opportunities for involvement here. And so to watch students go through leadership progressions and grow it's meaningful as a staff member.
Hey, Dr. Martin, what are you drinking?
Well, Zion, it's a Dr. Martin Citrus Twist from the Morning Grind, and it's delicious.
Awesome. So honestly, this is very impactful. And I like what you said about people specifically, because as student body president, my priority is the student body. So the next question I would have for you is, what can the student body expect in terms of your working relationship with them?
Well, first off, I hope to be around.
Yes.
And so I hope that they're experiencing that already, and I hope to be approachable. So I try to be in Winnie's at least once a week. And so anyone's welcome to come up and say hello and here's what's on my mind. I think that we'll try to find some other less formal ways once we get a little bit cooler temperatures and it's nice to sit on the dock in the evening. Like I intend that we have some dock talks where it's like, if you just want to come and talk and hang out and watch the sunset at the end of every day here, there is still an incredible lake and campus. And so no matter how well or poorly a day has gone, to gather with others and say, we get to do this work here in Lakeland at Florida Southern College, I think is a great way to spend a day. But so to be approachable and to be engaged is what I hope the students find in me.
I appreciate it so much. And that rounds off the questions. However, I do have one more for you. As you can see, we're currently sitting in the Hollis Room, which is one of Frank Lloyd Wright's designs here at FSC. I can imagine that you have your own personal favorite spot here. So what would that spot on campus be?
Spots, plural now, but I will tell you the one I'm currently thinking a lot about is there's this great oak tree next to Buck Stop. And the tree's got to be at least 150 years old. I don't know that we've done the dendrochronology or anything like that, but it's an old tree. It's been there forever. And so I enjoy walking underneath that tree and actually thinking that every student who has graced the grounds of Florida Southern College has had the experience of being beneath that tree. And it helps that you can then look and see the drip fountain between Spivey and JR. You can look to the left and see Jenkins Fieldhouse where we hang championship banners. You can look to the right and see the original Frank Lloyd Wright campus. And if you're hungry, you could grab a slice of the Buck Stop. But that tree, I don't think it has a name, so I'm calling it the Buck Stop tree. That's where I'm thinking, that's where I'm spending a lot of time of late.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Mark.
Great to be with you, Zion.